Today we are going to be doing a really fun recipe. It is Raspberry Protein Muffins. Now, I know a lot of you struggle with getting your protein in if you're a sleever. And if you're someone like me, I had weight loss surgery 6 years ago and I've maintained my weight ever since. And a big part of that is protein. And I think we all get stuck thinking we have to drink our protein. You have to have a protein shake, or maybe you have to get it from eating meat or a meat source. And those are all great things. There's nothing wrong with it. But sometimes we want something a little different. And that's where our Raspberry Protein Muffins are going to come in handy. You can have them for breakfast. My kids love them. They ask for them after school. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to get started. So you're going to need 2 scoops of whey protein. I'm using vanilla for this recipe. And 2 scoops, every scoop is a little bit different, but 2 scoops is about a cup of whey protein. Then you're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And if you're a cinnamon lover, go ahead and sprinkle a little extra on top before you pop it in the oven. And you're going to need 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using 2%. You're going to need 2 egg whites, and you can use the egg whites that come in the cartons if you want, or you can use what I have here, which are 2 egg whites from fresh eggs. And then you're going to need 2 whole eggs. And finally, I have 1/2 cup of raspberries, and it's actually a little more than 1/2 cup. So just do what you like to taste with fresh raspberries. You can also use frozen if you would like. All right, let's get started. I love this recipe because it's so easy, it's so simple to do. Now, I had a few disasters before I kind of got it down to a recipe that I actually like. We're gonna just throw in our protein, and you just dump your dry ingredients in. Now, you probably could get away with mixing everything all at once, but I do like to mix my dry ingredients first, just so everything's one nice, dark, smooth color, and you don't have, baking powder over to one side and a bunch of cinnamon clumps over on the other side. So I like to have it nice and mixed before I start dumping in my wet ingredients. Oh, it smells good already. I love cinnamon. And now we're going to put in our Greek yogurt. Now, I know some of you are fatophobes and you do not like having fat in your Greek yogurt. I like it. I think it gives a better flavor. It helps you feel full longer. And so I like the 2% or the full fat. But if you like the fat-free, go right ahead. We do have 2 eggs in this recipe, so you will have enough fat in the recipe for it to hold together. Now we're going to put in our egg whites. The great thing about egg whites is it's so high in protein. You're getting about 8 grams of protein in each egg. And I even use egg whites in my smoothies. So it's perfect. Get it mixed up really nice so that you have it nice and smooth consistency. And then we're going to actually add in 2 whole eggs. Here we go. This is the part my kids like to help me with, making a mess with the eggs. And just toss those right in there, break up your egg yolks. And you don't need to use an egg beater or a whip or anything. I just use a wooden spoon. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll even just use a fork. And get it all nice and mixed up. The last thing you want though is little bits of egg that have cooked together when you've put it in your oven. So you want to make sure that you've got it nice and smooth. And here we go. And you can see the consistency here is pretty runny. That's perfect. That's what you want, because we're going to go and put it right in our little muffin tins. And last, my favorite part, fresh raspberries. Oh, they smell so good, so good. And this is what makes these muffins really, really moist and really yummy. And they hold up great in the fridge. You can even put them in the freezer. These are such a nice treat. And here we go. We're just going to pour it into our muffin tin, and we're going to put it in our oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. And once we're all done, we'll be right back. Okay, these are fresh out of the oven. It smells so good in here. Now careful, these are hot, so you're just gonna put them on a bit of a cooling rack for a few minutes before you move them to your plate. And don't really worry about how they look. They're not gonna look like a traditional muffin. Remember, these are raspberry protein muffins. They taste absolutely amazing. They smell amazing. And once they've cooled off a little bit, then you can transfer them to your plate. And what do you think? I think we should try one. I'm gonna have a bite here. Oh, they smell so good. They smell like fresh raspberries. They smell like summer. I can't believe this is all protein Greek yogurt. Took like 5 steps to make, and it is so healthy. What a great way to get your protein in. You're gonna love these. I want you to, if you have any great ideas, your own variation of this, if you test it out and you like it, let us know in the comments below. If you like the recipe, let us know. Like it, comment, subscribe. What a great way to get your protein in. These are amazing.